Welcome back to another episode of the Armchair Pundits podcast. It's the weekend review show, and we have a full house of people, but we're still yet to have a full house of results. Thanks. Well, it's impossible because the Mud Brothers were playing each other, so it was never going to happen.
What did you say? The
Mud Brothers,
the
you
Mud
know.
Brothers? Wow.
Yo,
Wow.
Yeah, bruv.
I heard someone
We got-
I heard someone refer to it as El Crappy this weekend.
Boy.
What?
Wow.
Nah, take that back.
Oh, crappy goal.
That sounds about right.
It was poor anyway, to be honest. But anyway.
But before we go forward, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and to smash that notification button. So, guys, who had the best weekend?
I'm going to say I had the best weekend because I think I'm top of this predictions league at the moment.
I know he got another one. Actually, I would probably say it's Tottenham's first win
Oh,
of
yeah.
2025 in the league.
At home,
So
bro.
at home
For ages.
2025. So
I
I'll
wasn't even there.
probably give it to them, bruv.
Oh, okay. If we talk about football in terms, not personally. Yeah, they can have it.
But yeah, as you touched on that, we'll go to our previous predictions as we normally do. And Lamont was generous to say that Spurs will win 3-2, 1-0. Bevan, don't know how he's doing it, but he's got another correct score. That's 3. Predicted 2-0 to Arsenal against Leicester. Leon said 2-2 in El Modico. And I had 2 games to predict. Daryl wasn't around, so we didn't get Daryl's score, but we'll get one today for next week.
Yeah, the Mama scores 1-0 Tottenham.
Was it 1-0 Tottenham? I've got receipts, so I'm not sure about that one.
ain't no way in hell that was predicting a clean sheet for Tottenham where
No, boy.
we
Hell
tried to
no.
give them goals, bruv.
Hell no.
Jeez.
And I predicted 2-1 to Liverpool, and we should have got it. But that's another story. Against Everton. And I predicted 3-0 to Liverpool against Wolves, and we got away with one, winning 2-1. So, boy, that's our predictions. At the end of the show, we'll do predictions for Gameweek 26. And Liverpool got 2 again, so I'll have to give out 2. But without any further ado, we'll go Leon, Lamont, Daryl.
Really?
I'll take.
Yeah, why not? It's better. Well, we might as well go. It's two of you, isn't it?
Yeah,
So we might as well
let's
do a
that.
bit
Let's
of
do that. Leon Lamont.
bit of a good,
Leon
bad,
Lamont,
good.
Let's go. Let's do that. Go on, Leon.
All right, cool. Well, have to say, take the positives. We won at home for the first time in weeks in the league. Finally getting a team back. Like, we actually had a bench, a legitimate bench. And in comparison to Man Utd, we swapped roles because their bench had enough youngsters in there. So we'll take it. And as Ange said, he ain't got no sympathy for no one because no one has sympathy for us for 2.5 months. But yeah, the result is all that matters at the moment for us. We needed a win, got a clean sheet. You can see that there's having Vicario back and obviously Maddison coming back and trying to silence his critics once again with the only goal of the game. And yeah, some really, really key saves from Vicario, especially with some of the chances that we gifted Man United. Same problems seem to occur again in midfield. Midfielders having way too much time to play the ball, but defensively, from the actual defenders themselves, I thought they played well. I think our problem is still in midfield, and at least we now have options in forward areas, especially with Odebear coming in, Brennan Johnson to add to Tell, who's given a little bit of little speed and pace up top. And yeah, hopefully now we can go on a little run and at least make this season a little bit more respectable and try to go as far as we can in Europa League. For Man U, obviously another bad day at the office for them. They had chances. Garnacho had a good few, maybe 3 or 4 chances, and at least one of them he definitely should have taken. But yeah, I think Ruben Amorim needs to have a look at this sticking to his guns thing, because at the moment it really isn't paying dividends, and they just don't have the personnel to play the system that he sort of lives and dies by. And at the moment he's going to die by it if he doesn't think of another way to play with the players that he has.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that, Lee. To be honest with you, there's been a lot of chatter since that game. To be honest, since yesterday's game, yeah. And I feel like there's been a few disagreements with just the way Ruben's deciding to approach the games and not, trying to deviate from plan A. I don't know if that's going to be to his detriment. To be honest with you, I like his aura, so I'm hoping they'll give him, the rest of the season and he can actually turn some results around and we can get a performance or two out. But I'm going to be honest with you.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Let me ask you, what about his aura do you actually like?
Well, I just like the fact that
He's white
to be
crepes.
honest with you,
He talks well.
From the jump, yeah, he just bodes me as the type of person that he knows what he wants to do and he will stick to his guns no matter what. However, it being to the detriment of my team ain't something that I'm really here for. So it's one of them. I feel like someone needs to just put his arm around his shoulder and say, yo, just maybe pattern up the last, 13 games, I think it is. Was it 30? No, the last 10 games.
Yeah, it's 13 games left. There's 13 games left.
So the last 13 games, get the guys over the line, win Europa.
Wait, Lamont, stop for a second. What does pattern up mean for Man United? What does that mean, bro?
Mate, it means don't concede any more goals. I've been saying this for weeks, bro, and score some goals. How about that? We had so many chances against Spurs, yeah, and we still couldn't find the onion bag. It is so frustrating. The game was dead, really, for me. It was so poor. The quality weren't really there. Even the goal you guys scored, and Onana basically does what he always does. When he makes a save in the 6-yard box, he basically passes it to the other attacker. I don't know what's wrong with the geezer. I know for sure, though, they've had a word with him about his pre-match ritual, which is eating pounded yam and flipping whatever else he was trying to yam before he starts a game. That was not going to go far, yeah, honestly. But, yeah, I think another one of my frustrations is we've given Spurs a double against us, which I don't think we've seen in over 20 years. We've won home and away. What?
The treble, bro. The treble.
It's frustrating. We're just giving the records away this season. Honestly, the last 2 seasons, I feel like every record there is to be broken, we've broken it.
Hey, fun fact.
What?
Was it 14 points, 14 games? And David Moyes has got 13 points in 6. You had the wrong manager.
Well done him. Well done him, man. Well done him. Listen,
just a quick question, Lamont, because we like to do it every week. Just to check, because I like to support you. So I've got my little snood on for the chilly times. Minus what now? minus 7. So yeah, go different check. So -7. So I'm in support of you.
Oh, is that why you got your snood on? Yeah,
that's why got support, bro.
I don't think it's gonna get any better any soon, though. This is the thing, because when I looked at the bench, against Spurs, we have on average about over 300 games worth of Premier League experience, on our bench with one player, Lindelof. That says it all. Yeah, the rest of the guys were academy guys. They ain't touched pitch yet, and obviously a team like Tottenham it's not a game that you try things on, to be honest with you. You need to try it against the lesser opponents, but at the moment we are the lesser opponent. So I don't know what risks he's going to be taking moving forward. I think the only plan that he can have is to stick to his guns, because if he changes things and it gets even worse, he's up, cream with no paddle, really.
Bro, he's got to change things because it's already worse. What do you mean?
If he changes things now, bearing in mind, Bev, he's been in the training park trying to really push through his philosophy with the guys that he's got. If he changes it now, it's going to take them so many games to get their head around what he wants to do.
I'm just going to ask you a question. It's a hypothetical question, but what's the definition of insanity?
Oh boy.
And I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
But-
we're gonna do
to
the
be
same
fair-
thing over and over. I get it, but
But to be fair, he doesn't know anything else. Since he's been a manager, he's only played with a back three. That's the only system he knows. So he's going to have to move way out of his comfort zone, which he's done already because they forced him. They forced him to leave the club he didn't want to leave. They should have just kept Rude in charge the rest of the season. They should let him come in summer like he wanted, sorry. And you might have been in a better position, and then you'd have been in a better situation to attack.
You said that
Come
but
summer.
at least he's had time to address the squad and see what he's got available to work out what he needs come summer. That's the advantage of joining now.
I guess so, but confidence. Like he looks like he's lost confidence in himself. He can talk. He's talking brave, but you're gonna lose confidence. He's gone from winning every single game for Sporting this season. He hadn't lost a game to now breaking negative records week after week.
12 games we've lost this season. It's horrible, bro. Horrible. And it's probably gonna get worse. We're at Goodison next. Bloody hell.
It seems
How
like
did you view the game, Daryl?
To be honest with you, on a different day we could have got beat convincingly. Garnacho on another day has got a hat trick. I think Vicario had a great game. I think that kind of showed the difference between him and Kinsley. Just the performance for him was great for his first game back. Jed, man of the match performance, deserved. Since he's been freed, he's been probably our best player. But to be honest with you, like Leon said, just I'm happy for the 3 points. It was a 6-pointer, believe it or not. I know we all keep saying that the teams below really are not gonna gain enough points for us and Man Utd to be dropping into that bottom four. But still, for momentum, for just trying to get that win, get some positivity back. It was a key match for us, and like Leon said, just take the 3 points, go away with that, be happy. I don't think it was the greatest performance. I don't think it was the greatest match, if I'm honest with you. And yeah, we just roll on from there. Really, United, they're in the mud more than us now, but that could change next week. So we'll see. But like I said, there's a few standout performances. Obviously, Vicario and Jed for me stood out. Great performances. Yeah, happy with the 3 points. That's all I can say. Really, the performance weren't great, but like Leon said again, the bench players coming back, it's a positive. And as for Lamont's winning Europa League, I don't think either of our teams are in that kind of form, bro. So
I'm hoping. It's a
you're
wishing
hoping?
factor right
Yeah,
now.
I'm hoping and wishing too. But realistically, how poor that game was between our two teams, that says it all. Really, neither of those teams look like teams that could go on and win the Europa League. If I'm honest,
We need better form. We need better quality players, yeah? Yeah, United need better quality players. I don't know what you guys are going to do, but we definitely do.
They
get
need
us
players
out of
fit.
where we are.
If Tottenham's players are fit, they're fine to win Europa League, in my
This
opinion.
is my point. And your guys are coming back on the sideline. You had basically all the key guys coming back, warming up and that, even if they didn't get on. So you could see that, you guys are probably, turning the fitness, turning the injuries into now kind of fully fit. But and Odibe was it Odibe? Is his name?
Yeah, he's back. Yeah. Olivier was back.
He's back and he was buzzing around as well. You know what? Things got so bad that Spurs, we ended up bringing on Cheeto for the last
1
10
minute.
minutes.
that was
1 minute, bro. He didn't even get a touch.
That was the one, innit?
Checked.
Oh,
He played 1 minute, bro. Didn't even get a touch.
that's pathetic, man. I don't think that's not brave. And you can say you got academy players, but United have always used their academy. They've always used their youngsters.
Yeah.
Whether it's been Makeda coming off the bench and scoring a goal, Garnacho, Rashford,
yeah, but
Welbeck.
these guys, bruv, they come on. They don't come on in a game where
Bro,
they
you
don't
started.
need to come in those kind of. They don't come in
Bro,
those
you
kind of
started
environments.
Rashford started against Arsenal in his first game and got a brace.
He started against Arsenal. He never came on and played 1 minute. That's the point I was trying to make.
But what I'm saying, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying play 1 minute, but like you can make changes. You can't make changes. You got to make changes before that. Like what have you got to lose?
He should have gave Amas because he's the next hot thing as a wing back. But I guess he's got Dogu there, so he would have been.
Dogu played well though. Well, in that regard, he was okay.
Yeah, but I think players like Amas, and he even had like Hevo on the bench, and that he had a couple players that he could have possibly slotted in and given them some more minutes to kind of shake things up a little bit. But he wasn't decisive enough, and I think we've spoken about that throughout the season with a couple of the managers not making the right decisions at the right time. He definitely needs someone to kind of get him in and have a conversation with him about having a contingency plan. But obviously, where he's really dug down and said, I'm going to keep playing this three at the back, then, if he goes back and he changes it up and does 4 at the back, I feel like, maybe the players stop believing in him, or the fans just feel like, you know what, you're just making it up as you go along. Who knows? I mean, the next game's Everton, and I'm not looking forward to that in the slightest. Not in their current form. Not in the current form. I know where we're playing. Oof. But yeah, on to Liverpool. Rolling, somehow getting a win from Liverpool. You lot should have had 10 men. That's what should have happened. Again.
Not really. Not really.
Konate should have 2 yellow cards, bruv.
For what? What? I don't understand what's going on.
It's a careless challenge.
I don't know. How's it careless?
On the edge of his box, James.
Since when is a shoulder to shoulder been a careless challenge?
Shoulder to what shoulder? Bro, that's a dangerous challenge. Bro,
how?
It was a dangerous challenge.
Oh my God.
The guy was in the air.
I'm listening to a centre back say that's a dangerous challenge.
No.
Listen.
I'm telling you now.
Let's just get this right. Why have we all of a sudden got this nonsense of football? Every tackle is a yellow card. It's not.
No one said that.
That wasn't. If it was a yellow card, he would have got it. And everyone else who watched the game, because not one person, you normally have a pundit here or there, it's a yellow card. Not one single pundit around there has said it's a yellow card. Everyone has said, yes, it's a foul, but it's not a yellow card. You're the only person I've actually heard say it should have been sent off, other than the Wolves fans.
No,
it's not sending off. It's not. It shouldn't. Of course, it's not a yellow card.
I think that's
otherwise, do you know how many red cards would have? Do you know how many red cards would have in football if we got yellow cards for that? Second yellow cards for that. They should, like we said a couple of weeks ago, they should have done it earlier in the season when Arsenal were getting done over. For a red card, the threshold should be higher. For some reason, halfway through the season, they've decided that's what we're going to do. The threshold will be higher. And that's correct. But even if it's not, that's not a yellow card. Like, if I'm playing football against you, I'm not expecting to get a yellow card for that. That's just football. Especially when you actually look at it, he's just a second late. He doesn't even see him. He's looking at the ball. You look at the replay, he's looking at the ball. What are you expecting to do? Move out the way while the ball's there.
When we finish, watch it again, bruv.
I have watched it.
Glasses off.
I have watched it. I have watched it. And that's why I went and checked other feeds to see. I thought, let me check this ref watch. Let me see if I watched the ref watch. They said the same thing. Every single person sitting there said that's not. I've been on loads of different platforms, and like I said, the only platforms I've heard.
You're saying to me, even if he never had the first yellow,
that's not a yellow card. Right. No, it's not a yellow card. Like Tuan Zabi, he shouldn't have been sent off, as far as I'm concerned. Tuan Zabi's Ipswich red card, that's not a yellow card either. That's not enough to say, you know what, you're getting sent off.
That wasn't the same challenge, though.
No. But that's slightly even worse. That's my point. That's slightly worse. I don't think that's a red card, in my opinion.
Okay, but that just
I don't think it's a red card challenge.
That means your threshold's higher than others.
My threshold's the same as the referee. At the end of the day, my threshold's the same as referees. If you're gonna say, because people are even trying to say when he got his first yellow card, because Arsenal players got sent off for kicking the ball away, he kicked the ball away, he should have got 2 yellow cards in that instant as well. Because was it Martinelli got it a couple of seasons ago from Michael Oliver? That's because we all know Martin Oliver is an idiot.
That's never.
And everyone understands it's not going to happen again. So listen, it's not for me a yellow card offence. Slot did the right thing, taking him off at half time because he was there on eggshells. Because any other challenge he made possibly would have got him sent off, wrongly or rightly. And for me, it was good for Quansah because Quansah had a horrific start to the season. And in that game, he comes in at halftime in my WhatsApp group, a lot of people cussing. It's going to go downhill now. Concerts coming on. He had a good 45 minutes. 100% passing rate. Literally last second block to help us win the game. So for me, I said it on my podcast. If you don't know what a game of two halves is, you need to watch that game. Because first half, we battered them. And it should have been probably more than 2-0. And I don't know what happened. Second half, we got an offside goal ruled out. Then we got a penalty, which should never have been a penalty. In fact, Jota should have been yellow carded for simulation. But as you guys have told me, they couldn't, on VAR, they couldn't then tell him to go and give me a yellow card because they can't look at that kind of stuff. But after that opportunity, the penalty again overturned, we were horrible. And one thing I have noticed is, it happened to us last season, this season, these players don't know how to deal with man-on-man defending. And I don't know if it's going to hit them more. Every time we have these kind of games, I always seem to hear the same thing. They went man-to-man. They went man-to-man, and we can't handle it. And if other teams are able to do it, then we're going to have a few more struggles. But at the same time, we won the game. Did we win it nicely? No, because that's horrible. Since the first time since 2003, when record started, we didn't have a shot in the second half, bro. Not even a shot on target. We didn't have a shot on goal at Anfield. That's horrific. Right? We're doing Chelsea's business. Chelsea didn't have a shot on goal in the whole game on the weekend as well. And we tried to become mud brothers of them and not have a shot in the second half. So, I don't know. It's one of those games where you get the 3 points and you move on, because it was two underperforming games. Everton, personally, we probably should have won that game. I think the equaliser should have been disallowed. But at the same time, I thought our first goal, I thought Jota's push on Agbu, if they had disallowed it for the push, I wouldn't have been complaining. It was a penalty. Second goal, sorry.
You would have complained.
No, listen, but for me, I thought it was a 50-50 push, which knocked him off balance, and he swiped for the ball, and he missed it. If he doesn't get the push, then he clears that ball. So if they say it's a push, what can you say? What can you say?
They'll say it's not enough contact, innit?
Yeah, but that's what they did say. That's what they did say. That's why they kept it. But I personally thought that if they had said, you know what, that's a push, it's a push, because he impacts him. That's the way I saw it. But I'm happy they didn't, because that second goal won us the game. End of the day, I said it before. Yellow card for Jota. Stop that simulation. It's annoying because he should have just shot. He could have shot first time. He could have run past him and shot. So it wasn't a great day.
It was an ugly performance in the second half, and you lot got the rub of the green. Really, I think both your goals were quite fortuitous.
Yeah,
That's what you know.
Salah's first touch was great, bro.
Yo.
Salah's first touch was great. I thought it was an assist.
Salah and Zaghi, he turns up again. It's
He does what he wants, isn't it?
Would you say, James? Would you say on the first penalty, do you think there was a foul before the foul?
What do you mean?
Oh, Díaz, the push.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying just now. That he fouled him, and if they'd gone to VAR and said there's a foul here, couldn't really complain, because the push made him miskick the ball. No, miskick it. It made him not kick it. So we were fortunate in that regard.
So we're back to Liverpool then, yeah?
But you say that, but like Everton game, that's a push on Konate all day long. All day long, that goal should be disallowed, because Beto is not even looking. Beto literally puts his head down, puts his shoulder into Konate's back, and pushes him out the way. You could argue we got away with a handball for Konate. So when they say things even each other out, maybe they did in that instance. But that goal,
That's a humble.
Do you know
for
what?
me, that goal should have been ruled out for the push.
I think if they had disallowed that goal, they rioted.
It'd have been
Goodison Park.
riots.
They would have rioted at
Yeah,
Goodison Park.
that's blatantly why they did it though. Because come on, like in that game itself, Díaz was doing that so often to their defenders, and every single time we got given a free kick against him.
No, but Díaz.
His ones were worse. His ones were worse.
That's rugby. What he's playing. He's not playing.
His ones were worse. But that incident, Konate heads that ball. Literally, Konate had up until that point. Konate had 100% aerial duel success rate until that push, bro. So that says it all, bro. Until that push, he had 100% in that game. He wins that header, game over. But end of the day, we got a point. They got what they wanted because even the commentators was ridiculous. This is exactly what we wanted. The theatre of it, the goal. No one wins. Everyone finished both teams finished on 41 and wins each and da. Drop me out of that, man.
Do you still? What's VVD doing around there though? Like Virgil, is he really like you expect like him to be?
To mark every single attacker.
No.
Is he supposed to mark every single attacker?
No. What my point was is that isn't he supposed to be directing his guys, telling them to like ease up and kind of controlling the tempo? Because that's why everyone's saying that he's world class.
Tempo in what respect?
Their tempo, like the way that they're managing the game, how forceful they're going into the challenges, etc., etc. Because I feel like
forceful. What do you mean forceful?
So, like, for example, the second yellow card that Konate should have got against Wolves, yeah?
I don't know it because it never happened.
But
I don't know it.
Should have got.
I don't know it.
You don't know it.
I don't know it.
The one that we were talking about originally, yeah?
Oh, the one that was just a foul, an everyday foul.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, not that one.
So
you're talking about Virgil van Dijk. But wait, Jay, you're talking about Virgil van Dijk, yeah?
Yeah.
And he's playing against all of these strikers that people will say that they're in their prime and etc. etc. The question I'm going to pose to you, yeah, and I'm just posing it as do you think Virgil van Dijk is overrated? Do you feel?
Next on.
No, wait. I'm going to ask you a question. Let me finish.
Let
me land. Let me land.
Let
me land. Let me land. Yeah. Do you think he could still be classed as world class and would be able to play the way he's playing now against the likes of Van Persie, Drogba, Henry, Aguero?
Yes.
So you think he would be able to do what he's doing now against all those four?
Yes. Should I keep saying?
Foolish.
Yes. Name a better centre back in the world right now than Van Dijk.
No, that wasn't the question.
No. Name a better centre back in the world right now than Van Dijk.
Did you hear the question I actually asked you?
I heard the question. I'm asking you a question. Name a better defender in the world than Van Dijk.
Did you actually hear the question I asked you?
Of course I heard it.
I was being genuine. I
heard it.
And you think that Virgil van Dijk would be able to do exactly what he's doing, yeah? And keep all those strikers that I told you quiet.
And let me ask you a question. What's he done wrong? Because you said that he didn't control Konate, which is a lot of nonsense. What has he actually done wrong as a defender? As a defender, what has he done wrong in that game? Because it's a genuine question for me as well. Tell me what he did wrong in that game.
But listen, if you're gonna
no. I know I was being funny. Saying yes. It's a genuine question. What has he done wrong?
You still haven't answered mine, honestly.
I have. I said yes.
Yeah, I think you can't ask me.
I think yes.
Yeah, but you can't then come at me with a question and ask me for an explanation.
But I can though, because I'm being genuine. You've asked me, can he handle them? I'm saying yes, he can. Why? Because you don't like the answer doesn't mean it's incorrect.
I don't like the answer. I just know that in another conversation, you'll be saying to me that you think some of these strikers are what? No, you don't.
No,
world class. No, not at all.
Why? Because they're world class.
So you don't think none of those guys will get an edge on Virgil van Dijk?
Listen,
is that what you're telling me? You think
every striker can get a striker can get an edge on Maldini. A striker can get an edge on Costa Curta, Cannavaro. Every single centre back that's ever played the football in this world, a striker can get an edge on them. There's no striker no defender that's ever played football that will not lose a battle. That's why I'm saying it's nonsense. Because of course, a striker can win a battle, but what you're trying to imply is he's over the hill and he can't touch those guys. That's why I'm saying no.
All right.
Every single striker that you named.
So you feel
we can go to John Terry. We can go to Rio Ferdinand in their prime. We can go to Stam in their prime. Everyone can get beaten, and Van Dijk's no different. But to imply that
those men were playing against strikers of way better quality, though. I think that's what what I'm saying is that he's saying that for this era, Van Dijk's good, but compared to the rest of them,
yeah, but I don't agree with it. I don't agree with that. And
he's playing against.
He's going to prove it.
No, but he's playing against man of way lesser ability. It
doesn't matter. But the thing is, you're never going to prove it.
Wait, hold on, 1 second. I get it. You're never going to get to prove it. But like I'm just explaining what it is, isn't it? He's saying
no, but I know. I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying.
Great, isn't it? They're good, isn't it? But like the strikers he's playing against are meaty compared
to Van Persie and them man there. Of course they are. Henry.
But he hasn't only played. But so has Van Dijk only played
Ronaldo in his prime? Come on.
Hold on. Has Van Dijk only actually played Premier League football? He hasn't played international football. He hasn't gone up against these elites. He hasn't gone up against Messi. He hasn't gone up against these guys and shut them down as well.
But you're
and Mbappe. We've not seen him shut down Mbappe as well in times. So let's not make this make believe stuff that the only good strikers we've ever seen were back in the day.
No, but
in Van Dijk's era, he has played against the best strikers and he's shut them down too.
Who?
He's played against Aguero. He's played against all these guys.
But Aguero wasn't in his prime them time when he was playing against
Van
Dijk at them times. He was and Van Dijk in them times. He wasn't class. He wasn't world class. He was up and coming. Let's be honest.
He's played against Benzema when Benzema was at his best. When Benzema was winning World Player of the Year, he's played against all these guys. And
Benzema did bits, bro.
Not every game, no. And in fact, he didn't. The time that Benzema scored was nothing to do with Van Dijk. Benzema scored in that final because Karius was a clown and passed the ball out to him.
What about the game at Anfield?
The game at Anfield? What happened at Anfield?
The one that Real Madrid won like 4-2 or something like that.
No, the 5-2. That's a game. We can go back to a game. We can go back to a game for any centre back. Like the point I made earlier. Every single centre back you can name, Maldini, anyone, will have a game like that.
Pause for Van Dijk here, G. Trust me, because I know some of the viewers. Listen, honestly, in the comments, viewers, I would love the viewers just to give me some feedback or us some feedback on the little debate we've just had there with Virgil and some of the all-time greats that we've had. But yeah, that was just my question there, Jay, while we were talking.
End of the day, if Van Dijk played in that era, because let me ask you this question. Who did Rio Ferdinand play with?
Played with a few guys. Vidic.
Exactly. No, tell me the caliber of the people Rio Ferdinand played with. Because you're saying he played with these great strikers. Who was Rio Ferdinand's partner?
But I've never made it out like.
No. But this is the point I'm making. But the point I'm making, you're saying that he never had to do this with those guys. You put Rio Ferdinand with Vidic. So you put Van Dijk with Vidic. He's doing the same thing. You put Van Dijk with Terry. You took Van Dijk with Carvalho. He's the alpha. Van Dijk is not playing with those guys. Those guys you're talking about, Rio Ferdinand, all these guys, they're playing with world-class players next to them. They're defending these world-class strikers with another world-class centre-back.
Saying that, though.
Van Dijk's not doing that.
I hear that. I hear what you're saying.
And if Van Dijk was with those guys, this argument would be null and void. That's my point. If Van Dijk was playing with Rio Ferdinand, with John Terry, with Sol Campbell, this argument would be null and void.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
But that's why it's pointless. That's the whole point. That's why it's pointless. Because you're talking about one guy who's playing with lesser centre-backs. And you're trying to put him...
lesser strikers.
Yes, but you're also trying to put him...
lesser strikers, that's the point I'm making.
But not all the time, though. I've given you strikers that he's played against and he's done well against. Whether you want to admit that, that's a different story. I've said yes and I've said no. I've said he's played against other strikers that weren't as good. He's played against good strikers. I've gone to your side now. The guys you're talking about, those strikers, they were playing with against two strong centre backs. So to answer your question, yes.
I think I heard that about 7 times.
Yeah, 15.
17 times.
15.
On one last thing though, James's favourite Alisson seems to be back as well, by the way, because he had a very good game in both those games this week. Made some crucial saves for you guys. especially against Wolves.
It takes time. When you've been out for a while, he was out for like 2 months, 2.5 months. Takes some time to get back to full strength and up to full speed. And hopefully he doesn't get another injury this season. Although I'll still be calm if he had Kelleher coming to step in. But obviously I'd much rather have the person who I rate as the best goalkeeper in the world between the sticks.
Best goalkeeper in the world, best centre-back in the world, according to James.
Best right wing in the world as well.
Oh, my days.
Oh, what? Salah's not the best right wing in the world?
Is he a right winger?
You said it on my days. Is he not?
Is he a right winger?
Is he not?
Is he a right winger?
Yeah. What is he? Where does he play?
He's a right forward, bro. He's not a winger.
Okay. All right. Let me change my word then. Best right forward in the world. Best right forward in the world.
Bevan might have something to say that.
Pedantic, man. Pedantic.
Bevan might have said something about that. So let's segue onto that.
No, Bevan's already agreed Saka's not on his level yet.
Bevan's
already said that.
Saka's backup team's chipping in.
Hey, yo, Ethan, boy. That was a highlight of a drab first half. That game, boy. Mate, sometimes we rolled our luck, but
very much so, boy.
Yeah, indeed, he should have scored, really. And Lewis Skelly comes in at gets a toe on it, flicks it away, and you think if they score, I don't know, man. It looked like we had
they were
a lot going forward.
Yeah, they were on it to start off with, but
they were.
The goal killed them, to be honest.
Yeah, it did. Well, 82nd minute, that's what's going to happen. But like before that, I was kind of worried. There was some good bits in the game. The passing was off at sometimes. Partey was giving the ball away a lot, but I think Declan Rice had a good game, and I think Ranieri had a great game. Could have had 2 goals, hit the bar, hit the post, assisted Merino for his goal. What a substitution! When I saw Merino coming on, I was like, oh no, is this the guy that's going to change the game? Yeah, he's going to get us a goal, and then he bags 2, and the 81st minute, I was like, oh, I'm looking bad for this 2-0 prediction, and he pops up with 2 class finishes and another assist from Trossard. So I'm not expecting much from this. What we got left of the season, like the firepower ain't there. I don't know who we're going to bring off the bench, and I don't know who we're going to play up front. You're kind of hoping that we can stay.
It's your defense, though. Your defense will win you games.
Agreed.
You don't concede goals. You just need a chance.
Yeah. No, I get that. What I will say, we've gone 15 games unbeaten at the moment, and in the last 15 games, we've matched Liverpool's points tally. So it's like the games earlier on in the season where we lost to Newcastle. There was 2 back-to-back defeats. Oh no, it wasn't back-to-back, but they lost to Newcastle and they lost away at Bournemouth. But we've kind of matched them, and the goal difference is the same as well. Goals scored and goals conceded, I think. So, but it's just how I don't know how much this squad can compete both the Champions League and the league, innit? And I'm not really expecting much. It's kind of surprised me how in this game I was kind of worried about it with the injuries. Yeah, Havertz hasn't been necessarily great at points in the season, but it's a different game against Leicester if he's in there. I think he's gonna give them problems up front because he looked a bit small up front with
let's be honest,
Trossard.
Havertz does give teams problems up front, whether he scores or not, and we know about the chances that he misses and stuff. But he is a handful. He's constant, pestering people and stuff like that. Yeah.
He's
so
conventional.
It's going to be a complete different team without him. So especially when you haven't got anyone else to go to either.
No, well, if we can just stay in it until we get Saka back. Hopefully, we get him back with enough games to go. And Martinelli's coming back in March, maybe, because Raheem Sterling looks like his confidence is gone, man.
Oh, bro, he looks so flat.
He was getting into positions, but he didn't beat Koulibaly once.
You know what? You know who he looked like? and know this, he looked like Son. That's what Son was doing against United.
Oh,
He's going running into good positions and then cutting back and then passing the ball backwards. Raheem, he just didn't look like himself at all.
But he hasn't.
No,
He
man.
hasn't looked like himself since he's been at Arsenal, though. And I don't
Yeah,
think.
that's
I
the
don't,
truth.
I don't think you can keep
But it's
coming off
confidence.
the bench.
Since
and
he's been at
give his
Arsenal
man.
or since he's been at Chelsea, since he left City,
Right.
he hasn't looked like Raheem
Yeah,
for a minute. He might be like Robin Sterling or something like that because I don't know who. Like this new guy, he's been off it, man. And I mean, a couple weeks ago in the Champions League, we tried to give him a penalty, which he missed. He scores
yeah.
Confidence is up, but you know.
But is that down to Arteta not giving him confidence from the beginning? Because literally,
Yeah, he's not giving him no
the
game
minute
time.
you signed him, he didn't even get any games.
Yeah.
Like people are like, why is he just sitting on the bench? Like it's almost like he got there and he was told, "I didn't want you, bro." So he's gonna ride pine.
Maybe there's something that he's seen in training that he doesn't like because he knows. As bad as Martinelli has been at times in the season, he knows what he's going to get from Martinelli. He knows he's going to run back. He knows he's going to run. Maybe going forward in attack, he's going to run into blind alleys, but he's going to put in a shift and he's going to keep going. He's going to keep trying. And maybe he just didn't see that from Raheem. And when he has come into games, even against lesser teams in the Carling Cup, he's not necessarily looked great. I don't know if he's actually scored. He might have scored in the Carling Cup. Sweaty goal. But yeah, it's not looking good. It's at the moment the amount of I'm not complaining about injuries, but the one good thing about these injuries is that we've seen the emergence of some of these young players like Skelly and Wanyeri. Yeah. So that was the positive from that game is that like Merino's come on, scored a goal. At one point he's looking like a bit of a dud, but he's come up with some big goals for us this season when he's needed to. I don't know how much you can kind of rely on that when as the season goes on. Yes, Leicester, we struggled against them. It's going to be different when we got to go away to Nottingham Forest because they don't really concede much, and those two centre backs, they're two units, man.
You say that, bro, but then they got slapped 5-something the other day, didn't they? A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but that was by Bournemouth.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I know you're saying they don't concede much, but
but not at home. I think they've conceded 10 goals at home. They don't really concede, and look what Liverpool had to do to get a point. So they're going to sit back, and if they're going to sit back and wait for crosses to come into the box, that's food and drink for them. And when
you lot are so gun shy, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, well, apparently we are gun shy, but this team seems to have scored more goals than it looks on paper. It's just in some games it's gun shy, in other games we go beat Man City 5-1. Never know, man. Oh, I meant to say something because I made a comment in the last pod and I made a misjudgment in what I said because I think I said James said something about Haaland and his goals and blah blah blah, and I said something about you sound sour, but I wasn't talking to James. I was talking about Haaland kind of saying I've scored all these goals, so you can't talk to me. So I just wanted to clear that up. But yeah.
Did your attempt at being humble? Yeah.
No. I'm just. No.
Hey, don't try and trick the viewers, blood. They seen you, blood. They know who you are.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm not. I'm humble, bro. No. But if you got to make the apology as loud as the disrespect, innit? And I just wanted to clear it up. There was no disrespect, and that was it.
I hear that, bro.
Yeah, 2-0 Arsenal. I'm top of the league, or one league at least. You get me?
I think I started watching the game, and I was like, I think I got to a point. I normally say it in a group, Arsenal going to win at this point, so I'm not even bother. And I just got fed up. I was like, I'll turn this over. I just put it on my phone. I put it on Flash Score just to wait to see the little thing come up. And lo and behold, it came up, and I was like, flipping it, man. Right? You just knew it was going to happen. So,
well, you knew
it's going to be annoying. It's going to be annoying going forward because even though you don't have the attackers, like I said, with your defense, and at some point, your set piece coach is going to find another way of doing it, and you're going to start scoring from set pieces again, because that's where the dip has come. If we're being completely honest, the dip in goals has come from because you're not getting set piece goals at the moment.
Yeah.
And if that comes back, then the title race could go a lot further than it's going to be.
James, you say a dip in goals, but they're second highest top goal scorers in the league.
No, but my point is, they were scoring a lot early because of the corners.
It's
Whereas
true.
recently, it's been 1 or 2 goals. It's not the same as it was before. They were getting like 3 goals a game and 2 corners.
Yeah, there's averaging
two from
at
corners
least
and
one
stuff.
goal from a corner from each game. I swear down.
It was mad.
Yeah, it was like 10 or 11 or 12 games on a bounce. They were just getting... I was thinking, what's going on here? Ain't no
People weren't doing their
wondering if
homework,
Gabriel was
bro.
gonna be top
They
goal scorer.
weren't doing their homework. That's what they
Yeah.
weren't doing.
I think he got injured, didn't he? And he just fell off after that. They didn't have no other contingency. So that was it.
Well, I don't know, bro. He's still getting a march on people, still doing that basic run and beating man to the ball, you know.
Yeah.
He just wants it more, bro. Simple as that. Like, he's hungry for that
There's
ball.
certain players who in opposing boxes, John Terry, Sergio Ramos, Gabriel's got that knack of just being very difficult to mark at certain pieces, and fair play to him. And he's found a little niche, and it's helping Arsenal. It's helping to propel Arsenal to where they are. So credit where credit's due.
Okay, we'll move on to the last game. Man City decided to find form after getting battered by Arsenal, and just with Liverpool on the horizon. Marmoush, hat-trick in 14 minutes.
Respect him.
Oi.
I beg, respect him.
Honestly, though,
man.
Yo.
like we know that City have lacked pace in wide areas, and now they've got 2. They've got Savinho and they've got Marmoush, and they're doing exactly what Sterling, Sane, Mahrez used to do. They've been missing that. All they've got is they've had all these technical ballers who like the ball play to their feet and like to do little 1-2s. Now they've got players that can run in behind, pause, and cause problems. Like make the defenses have to worry about looking over their shoulder, and that's what makes it so difficult to deal with City when they play like that. And they've got players who can pass, like Edison, from the goalkeeping position straight to striker's path. So, boy,
Marmoush is a gold. He is all rounder. Trust me. If you got the ball to feet, you want to play the ball over the top. You want to do a little jinky, bruv. He's here for all of it. He wants all of it. Hit the ground running. The first game I saw him playing,
the Chelsea game, he was causing havoc.
Bruv, the first 5 minutes, it could have been less than that. He ran and he done one diagonal run, such a normal basic run, but at such speed that I don't think Chelsea were actually prepared. And I think people would turn around and say, "Oh, hold on, no, they got more than they all right." We need to watch this guy.
This guy was always that. And that's why it's annoying that the City just went and clapped him up in January just like that. Just felt no way because
the price tag wasn't even mad.
It wasn't even mad, and they just knew though.
His wages were though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, bro. He went from 35k a week to 200 and something k a week, bro.
Jeez. Okay, that's
what he jumped to.
That's an upgrade, boy.
So, but do you think it wasn't as good as Marmoush was? For me, the difference was Nico Gonzalez.
Oh, he's cold, by the way.
Yeah.
The legs he had in the midfield.
Yeah.
Gundogan had his best game of the season because the leg work was done by Gonzalez.
Did the work for him, for real.
And when I heard they were signing him, I was like, "Come on, man! This is so annoying." Because I was just hoping they weren't going to sign any midfielders and they're going to struggle for the rest of the season.
Their January transfer window was mad when you look at it. It was mad. And this is all off of the back of flipping their pending case as well.
Which they've won now.
Yeah, I think they've won it now. Yeah, and I think they're spinning it back on the Premier League, talking about
you're going to sue the Premier League, innit?
Sue the Premier League, and then other Premier League teams are going to start getting compensation for some foul play. I'm like, yo, if that is listen, the Pink Panther is working his hardest right there. Trust me.
Bruv, let me tell you now, them man from day one went out and lawyered up. They went out and lawyered up. This was always coming. And the Premier League felt overconfident. Them man checked out all loopholes, all different kind of structures to whatever they was investigating. And they're going to switch it back on them. Trust me, they're going to switch it back on them. And when that comes about, there's going to be cases for some of the other teams that have already got their punishments.
Yeah, mate.
Bro, do you know what? I kind of thought that this case was one when they went out in January and spent all the money that they did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When he resigned,
they knew.
when he signed that contract, you knew. I knew anyway.
Yeah.
When Pep re-signed, it was almost like, okay, cool, we're going to be blessed.
Yeah, but I wasn't actually surprised about them beating Newcastle when I saw that Newcastle haven't beaten them in 16 at home. Their record is like similar to Liverpool. Newcastle, it's inevitable, isn't it? And Newcastle sometimes are a bit hit and miss. Yeah, they look good against Arsenal, but they play other teams and they sometimes they get slapped. They don't look as good, and their midfield didn't look that great on the weekend either. So I don't know if Man City have turned a corner, especially what happened in the Champions League, but I hope whatever corner they've turned, they turn back round and go back the other way that they were a couple weeks ago.
No, you don't want them yet because they got to play Liverpool, remember? So you don't want that to be changing. Yeah. Not yet.
Listen, let them turn that corner after we play them, bruv.
I reckon that'll be a good game now, you know, with Marmoush and the man they're coming into form. I reckon it might be a good game now. To be honest, before I thought you guys were just gonna roll them. I thought you guys were just gonna roll them. Honestly,
we never win at Etihad. To be fair, we never win at Etihad. So
and they barely win at Anfield. So
yeah.
So we saying, Lamont, that Van Dijk's got a challenge this time now, yeah?
Nah, bro. Did you hear what my man said? Ain't no one on this planet that can touch him, blood. So he ain't got no challenge. That's basically what he said.
Nobody.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting anyway. On to the next one, guys. I need to get out of the relegation battle. 6 points until safety, fellas. 6 points. If I can get a point from each of my next 6 games, I'm happy.
Bro, you're only 1 point behind us now, you know.
Bro,
it's not even like...
Hey, bro,
that's how you're moving anyway, bro. Isn't it, Bevan? That's what you said.
6 Amory's average. He's averaging a point a game.
Yeah, we're good then. We're good.
You'll be all right, you get me?
We're good.
You can watch this mediocre football to the end of the season. I tell you what you do is, next time you go watch Man United, take my nephew with him, because every time he goes, Man United win. So, you know, do that.
You're going to be fine, bro. You're 10 points off Wolves, and that's 17th. You're 10 points off 17th. If that starts getting cut, then boy,
Ruben's out of it.
You need prayers.
Yeah, Ruben's out of it if that happens. Trust me.
But based on Lamont's logic, though, like he's saying that Arsenal can't make out that gap. So then obviously they must be safe then. Like Wolves can't make out that gap either, then, isn't it?
Bro, one can only hope. When you're down there, bruv, it's hard to think positive, blood. I've never been down there right now, bruv. It's cold, you know, bruv. You know how cold it is. I got my electric blanket, blood. That's how cold it is down there. I got my electric blanket, blood. 15th ain't nice, bro. I'm telling you, I've never been down there before, bruv. I don't know how. I would say you guys, but I wouldn't be respectful because you just beat us. I don't know how everyone else deals with it. You get what I'm saying?
Bro, it's been miserable, man. I haven't even wanted to do the pod some weeks. I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
You know when you guys said that we was going to give it 24 hours to go again, I was like, oh, hallelujah. I thought we was going to miss 1 week. And you man was like, no, let's do it tomorrow. Like, just kiss my teeth. I went to bed, bruv.
It's your therapy.
I know.
It's all right. It's therapy, bro. But yeah, we move on to Gameweek 26 predictions. So, as we normally do, we'll start with Lamont.
2-0 Everton.
You got the goal scorer as well? For bonus? Beto's gonna get a goal.
Bro, Wes is the striker whisperer right now. How has he got Beto to start scoring goals, bro? I don't even know what's going on.
Goals, bro. The guy is horrible, bro. But he was against United.
So gangly, bro.
I remember against United earlier in the season, and he was awful, bruvs. He was. Oh my god, he was terrible.
He's getting goals, and he's still awful. I promise you, because I'm watching him, and I'm thinking, how is this guy?
Has he got more goals than Holland?
Oh, don't be disrespectful.
He might have. No, he might have though.
Yeah, bro. He does. But he does.
Marino's got more goals than Holland, bro.
He does. Marino does have more goals than Holland. And he was injured.
No one's gone. God. That's it, you know. You push the guy over the edge, man. What's wrong with you lot? I don't even know.
It's all right. Van Dijk's not good enough. Don't worry.
No, that's the first time
Van Dijk's fault.
that Lamont
Van
has
Dijk's fault.
just straight up predicted Man U to lose. Though more time he's like offered a
No,
little
last week
insight.
as well.
Last week against us.
He said Tottenham were going to win 3-2 straight.
Yeah, but he just said 2-0, bro.
Yeah, boy.
3-2 is different. 3-2 is like we battled. 2-0 is like capitulation.
They've got no players.
Moyes
They've got an 11, and their manager's gun shy.
Manager's something shy, mate. I don't know what he's on.
All right, so Leon.
2-1 Spurs. We need to turn that defeat that we had against them around, man.
It's Ipswich, innit? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dale.
I'm going 2-0 Spurs.
The Waters. 2-0.
2-0. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I think Vicario being back. I think the clean. We've had a few clean sheets, you know, Lee. I know you're saying that I don't predict clean sheets for us, but we've had a few clean sheets recently, and I think we'll continue that against Ipswich. A bit more of a steady, secure performance off of the bounce of being a terrible Man United.
Okay, Bevan.
I'm gonna say 3-0 Arsenal.
Are you playing?
West Ham at home.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
West Ham usually gets something though, bro, against you lot.
No, not this version.
No, as in a goal, not as in a result, bro.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. Well, I'm pretty decent at getting these predictions, so I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it.
All right.
It's a landslide victory right now.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, Aston Villa, Liverpool. 2. Actually, I think we're going to draw both games. 2-2 and 1-1.
2-2 against Villa.
2-2 at Villa.
Yeah.
And Villa are indifferent.
Actually, no, they've been poor. Actually,
Yeah, they have been poor.
Yeah.
2-1, and 1-1.
Okay.
1-1 against City.
Looks like the nerves. The nerves are getting to you, James. Could sense that earlier.
Bruv, we don't win that
City.
City.
It's City, man.
We don't win that City, bro.
Yeah.
But the question in the Villa game, bro.
Only reason I'm questioning the Villa game is we look tired right now. And it's mad. Villa actually tried to get the game moved. Like, we've got 5 games in 15 days, Premier League games, and then we've got 1 game in a month. We could have moved the Villa game and had 2 games in a month. So I don't know. I don't know what they're playing at. So they moved it forward because we were in the Carabao Cup final. So, but yeah,
I think they don't want lots of games in hand hanging over people.
Yeah, maybe.
So they're trying to get that out of the way.
We're going to be ahead now. Listen, if we win, then 10 points clear will be nice. Very nice.
Let's hope it stays at 7.
I think it's also Europe as well, James. It's the fact that Europe starts back in March.
Oh yeah, true.
So
We're both in Europe.
Midweek games in there.
No, but they must have. But for Aston Villa to have, we didn't request it. Aston Villa must have found a space for them to request it to be moved.
Well, they got injuries. They got injuries themselves. I think that's why.
Yeah.
They got no centre backs.
Yeah, they bought Disasi now, innit?
Mm-hmm.
So they've got Disasi. But yeah. Hopefully, we've got Newcastle after Man City. If we're 7 points clear still by the end, then I'll be happy. By the end of that run, I'll be very happy. But we'll bring it to a close. Thanks, guys. It's been an interesting show. And thank you guys for watching once again. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and to hit that notification button. And we'll catch you next week. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.
Peace.
Later.
Peace out.